because if you remember correctly, if you've been listening, I caught her what I thought was a mouse. Turned out that mouse was not a mouse; it was a rat.
Mouse rat.
Out on my back porch by my my bar, my poolside bar, right? And the guys and everybody texting him was like, well, if there's one, there's got to be a bunch more. You know, that's what you always hear, right? One rat, there's got to be 50.
I also thought that was cockroaches. I didn't think that was rats. But
okay, good. Well, so I called Massey and I said, hey, listen, I think I got a rat problem, because we did hear something in the attic, and then I caught a rat and I did catch and release it. I did not kill it because I don't like kill things. It's just me. Oh, and I got an email yesterday about what kind of a pussy I am because I didn't kill that rat. I mean, it was just, you're such a pussy. I can kick your ass, Russ Rollins, because you can't kill a rat.
I wrote it. It's hard to talk to you about things and on the show, so sometimes I write an email with an alias.
No, actually, it said signed Carlos.
That's right. Damn it. I forgot to do that. I forgot to do alias.
And I'm thinking to myself, this guy spent time to tell me I'm a big pussy because I didn't kill the rat. Whatever. Okay, so I digress. Anyway, so I called my Massey guy, and look, they're not advertisers. They should be or whatever, but I love that company because anytime there's any kind of problem. Yesterday, after the show, I grabbed some lunch, and I look outside, and there's 5, I mean, like an army of Massey trucks down the street. They show up. They got the guy that's like the manager and 4 other people. They got all their trucks, and they're coming out. They got implements of destruction, and they got stuff. I mean, they're ready to, and they said, okay, well, we understand there was something under big. I said, what was the big thing under the porch? I said, I don't know. Angel said it looked like a big Nutra, and they're like, what? I said,
not a neutrina.
I thought it was Nutra. I said, well, if your Angel said it looked like a big Nutra.
Looks like Nutrisystem. That's what Angel said.
Well, the guy knew what I was talking about. He said, well, those are all in Louisiana. And I'm like, I don't know. I said, that's what he said he saw. And then I caught a rat.
Will he swear by it? Because I've never seen Nutria this side of the Mississippi.
Nutria, that's what it is. Yeah, I said Nutria. Okay. Anyway, and I said I caught a rat on the back, and there was a lady that was there. There was a manager, and there was 3 other guys. And so the 2 of the guys were like, okay, we're going up into the attic, and I've got a really small hole to get into the attic back here in my changing room, and then there's a big one in the front. So there was 2 areas where they had to go up into the attic looking for rats, to see if there's any up there, because I told them I'd heard something here. Now, where I heard something was over where I told you I think is haunted, where you got that where that curtain rod keeps falling down, which is weird too.
Well, did Massey bring a ghost hunter as well?
Yeah,
they did not, but I warned them. I warned the guy, and they got their smallest guy to go up in this part of the attic because it's so small. And I said, listen, I'm telling you right now, there's something weird going back over here, and if you don't see rats, there's ghosts up in there. And
Thank you very much for telling me this, Russ, because Dwayne, our main bug guy, he's afraid of spooks, and he would not go in that room. Okay,
right.
So thank you very much. Greg, get in here. There's ghosts and rats in here, so you're the best at this.
I got both guys going up into the attic with flashlights, and they've got these little boxes that they'd leave up there could get rid of whatever, and couldn't find a thing, couldn't find nothing, and they said there was no trace of any kind of droppings, all of the. The insulation was not padded down. We couldn't find a thing up in the attic. So then they started looking.
Cheese with little bites on it. Was there any cheese up there?
None of that. They do this thing where they go around the house to see if there's any entry points, right? If there's any entry points, and like everything was sealed fine and all that good stuff. And then underneath that porch where Angel saw the nutria, they had a woman, and they made her get up in there and go underneath and look for it. And she said there was in the middle, there was an area that looked like it had been patted down. What?
Why do I picture like she hasn't done anything the whole time? She's been sitting there getting pumped up, and they're like, and for our final inspection, we bring out Tina, and Tina comes out. She's 4'2". She's like, I can get into any crawl space, I can get into any hole, and I can find anything. I can track it, I'll kill it, and I'll eat it. And
that's
just
your voice.
Let me at it, Mr. Massey.
That was basically the lady. She was like this little older lady, and she's like, I'll go in there and get it. I don't care. She's like, that's her, man. I ain't afraid
of nothing. I killed a rat terrier with my mouth. I ain't scared of nothing. I want to meet this lady who was.
She was great. She was great. She had a little flashlight, and she went around the house looking at every nook and cranny and everything. And she gets up in there, and she couldn't find a thing. Angel said she couldn't see anything, but she saw area in the dirt where maybe it was like a little what would you call it? Indentation, a divot, indentation, or whatever. Like maybe something was laying there for a while, but
I laid in it too. I laid in it for a good 2 minutes just to sense what creature had been resting in this hole.
You got to get
and
in the
I know
mind.
it's nutria. It's a nutria. And Angel is right.
And
I
I
can
told
tell.
the guy-
I eat nutria.
I told the general manager guy that I'd caught a rat, and he said, "What'd you do with it?" And I said, "Don't tell anybody." He said, "But I took it out to a lake and just let it go because I can't kill stuff." And he's like, he went.
They can't swim.
He went to give me a high five and then he gave me a fist bump because I'm the same way. I love animals. I can't kill things either.
Whoa! So the
yeah.
irony of the pest control guy.
Yeah.
You think he'd be like, "You pussy ass
No.
bitch! I would have sliced its throat in front of the baby
In front of my
mice."
family and my daughter.
He said their job is to humanely make sure animals don't infest your home. But he's like, we're not killers, for God's sakes. And so we maybe go around and like
We
every
get a
place
bad
where there's
rap with our animal murder thing we got going on, but we're definitely not killers. It's fine.
right, they're not killers. And he said, listen, we're over here. We got your bamboo, and your bamboo is almost touching the house. You got to shave that back, so
Otherwise, a
rats
panda
or
will come by, get in your house, and then I got to kill a panda in front of your family, and it's a whole thing.
Oh,
No
let
animals.
me get a panda. I'll track a panda. I'll kill a panda. I'm Tina, the panda killer. Let me loose.
Tina's been itching to kill a panda for a while now. Ever since we got one at the San Diego Zoo, she's just been stalking it outside the gates.
One day I'm gonna get it. Little
Well, they
Robin
say
Lee.
anywhere where there's like leaves or trees and stuff like that are getting close to the house, the animals can jump from the tree to your house, and then you don't want that. So I have, she was pointing out how I had to trim all
Russ,
that kind of stuff.
actually, Tina trims trees as well. She's one of the best in the business. I can cut anything. Just give me a pair of scissors, some Scotch tape, and that's it.
Well, I don't, listen, I felt, they said, listen, that looks like that rat was a one-off. We can't find any, they couldn't find any, evidence of anywhere else. Which made me and Mary Ellen go, what was scratching up in the attic over by that room? That's
Well, back to the ghost theory then. Okay.
yeah. If it wasn't an animal, it's got to be a ghost, right? Now, here's what he said. Here's what the guy said. He's a super nice guy. All of them were very nice. Listeners, by the way, super great people. And he said, listen. He said it could be because maybe it could be like lizards. Like maybe you hear lizards up there.
My God.
But it's
some
not
rowdy lizards.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been around lizards. I watch them fight and make love. I've never heard them, knock over a crate in the attic. If so, I'd be impressed.
But there was no bugs, no rats, no nutria, Angel. And I told him, you swear you saw one. And they said
I don't know what I saw. I saw a creature.
Tiny Bigfoot. That's where I'm at.
Now, Russ,
okay.
I know you think there's ghosts in this attic.
Yep.
Tina's also a psychic. Oh, I sense lots of ghosts. And if you leave me here overnight, I'll kill one, and I'll eat one, and I'll share it with you and your I want to meet Tina.
Yeah.
She was great. They were all very nice. But I can't imagine being the guy. His job is to climb up in the attic. He's like, whenever we have a small hole and a small attic hole, it's this guy. And this poor little fella comes in.
How you doing? I'm ready to get up there. I've been married to Tina for 50 years. She
He was like a little Latin guy, little Hispanic guy.
vamos a ver al ataco. Vamos a ver
And
qué está por aquí.
he was sitting in the truck like, hey, we need you. Come on. We got a small hole here. And he had to crawl up into the small hole. And the other big guys were like, holding the ladder, laughing like, you got to get up and down it.
Were they holding back different people?
Yeah, different
like,
sizes. And
Bro, there was five trucks.
And you don't want us to get Russ. If we get to that fifth truck, it means we're hunting for Sasquatch, and we let him out once a year.
Yeah,
so
the
Greg,
truck,
Tina,
the guy in the back, his name's Steve. He's half bird in case he needs to really get high up in the tree. He's awesome.
we have an efficient crew of mutant superhero pest control people that love animals.
We're basically the X-Men of pest control. It's fine.
Well,
Or
you know
their
what?
business has been so slow that they get one call. They say to everybody.
We got a guy, we call him Cyclops. He doesn't shoot lasers from his eyes. He just got one eye, and we're kind of dicks.
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna like. Oh, Rollins caught one rat. He thinks he's got a
Infestation.
infestation, and we'll make him feel good. Walk around and point this and that. But okay, so do I?
Could you imagine somebody else like listening to this story? It's like, oh my gosh, Massey, they're so awesome. I'm gonna call them, and they get like one dude. They get Steve.
Right,
They get
exactly.
Steve.
Cyclops out there.
Yeah, he's like, I'll check the perimeter and I'll be out of your hair in a moment. Wow,
They've always been awesome, and they're not advertisers, by the way. They should be, but I mean, it's someone that I use and I love them. But okay, so I still have that other cage, that little, what do they call it? Humane cage or
The trap. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a nice name for it though, where it's like you're not gonna kill the rat or whatever to catch it.
That's a trap.
I have one of those. Should I put it out again just in case?
No, give it to me. I'll turn it into my apartment, a studio apartment. I can shapeshift. I'm Tina. I live under your bar.
You and Tony
Hey,
Hall
Russ,
guy
I gotta
get in
tell
there,
you
yeah.
something. There's no living creatures in your fish tank. I was gonna eat a fish. looks like you got a plastic diver in there on battery.
So
I put two plastic divers. They got two divers. in
Two
there.
divers.
I got two divers in there now.
Seriously,
Yeah,
how they pay me?
I get paid. She gets paid in old scraps.
yeah.
She
At least
doesn't
I know there's
technically
no-
work for Massey. She just kind of follows us around like a groupie.
No, she had the uniform on and everything. She was all.
Yeah, we gave her
stole
one 'cause
it,
we
Russ.
felt bad.
I stole this uniform from old
Yeah,
member.
stole it from Fred, and the aunt stole the uniform and his soul because she's a psychic soul stealer as well.
Thank you, Ryan.
She
I'm
did a little bit of
Tina.
everything. She knew about everything. She was a very nice lady. But she got up under there and looked, to find that nutria. Because you should see their eyes when I told them Angel saw a nutria. They're like, really?
Tina's gonna love this.
Tina's eyes just went cold and black.
She was like, oh my God.
But if it's truly a nutria, we gotta call Nutria Ned. That guy's half nutria, and he will sniff this sucker out.
He'll be on the back of a bear riding a unicycle in a moment.
I want to go to your next appointment, like the Greatest Showman.
Oh,
coming out.
they're coming. They're coming back on Thursday. They put out
Oh,
these.
we all gotta go.
They put out these boxes, right?
This is the
It's-
greatest pet service.
Okay, this is what they did. They put out these boxes. They're like black boxes,
Yeah,
and
you
they
see
said
those.
the only thing they can get in them are rats or whatever, and they're going to
Tina.
come back and check and see if there's any nibbling or so there's like 4 of them
Called a
around my
nibble
house,
box.
just to make sure that there are
Wife's got one.
no rat.
Why do I picture
careful there.
the black boxes and then Latina go in there and check them? I will. She comes out with like half a cookie. Looks to me somebody been eating this pesticide cookie, and it ain't me.
With me. Turns out I'm the only pest in here. And now I live in your house, Russ.
I ain't leaving.
Leave Tina alone. Her name wasn't even Tina. Stop it. She was a nice lady.
I went on a monster cruise with you, Russ. I stowed away in one of
been.
your Listerine liquor bottles.
Been living in your house since 2004.
Well, I can feel confident. I got no rats, so that's at least. Well, I guess I find out on Thursday. They come back on Thursday to check the black boxes. So and we still don't know what was making those sounds up in the attic. There's something, and I know that sounds silly, but I swear to God, there was something making scratchy sounds up there.
Have
and
you
he
used
says
your EMF field checker yet?
no, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
ghost
there you
hunting
go.
equipment. Why not set it up?
That's a good point. I could do that. All right. So I need to be corrected, which happens a lot. Massey does advertise with us. I just don't read live commercials for them, which I probably should be. But they do advertise with the radio station, so I'm not giving anything away. And they are awesome. I mean, I've always loved working with Massey. They've been so great with me. They do all my everything for bugs and all that, and then this rodent situation, and also with my sprinklers. They do everything. And it is funny. And Carlos pointed it out, and I didn't think about it, but the general manager guy, the guy's in charge of making sure no rodents and snakes and rats or whatever get into your house. He's the one that was like, I was telling him about catching the rat, and it's called I have a heart trap is what they're called. Have a heart trap, and I was telling him, yeah, the guys on the show were telling me I should poison him or drown him in the pool, and he's looking at me, he's like, oh, animals. He's like, oh, what they work with.
bunch of
Did you
Psycho.
tell them they were
Psychos.
merely jokes? Like, what are we
Psychos.
supposed to be, just a total boy? Yeah, just good job, Russ. Hey, we're here to bring the ha-ha, okay?
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll tell you this, Russ. when you showed me the foot, or when you told me about letting him loose and letting him free, it touched me. It really did. And
well, this guy was telling me that him and his wife, I guess they have like a raccoon that had been injured, and they're bringing it back to, they're helping it get better, and they're super animal freaks. So anyway,
that's really good.
Awesome.
Actually.
You're way better than us then. You saved a rat and set it free. Mwah.
Yeah, I did.
Guess what, Mr. Humane Massey guy? I've killed way less insects than you, okay? So when God pulls up the list of insects and is counting them down, you're going to be standing there for a while, buddy. You're going to be standing there.
It's a have a heart trap. That's what I have. Anyway, okay, so after all that was